why do we have madhabs and why have tarikats been formed?
Madhabs. Madhab, it is a way. Tarikats is also a way. Shariat is also a way. Everybody is saying, I want to get to my destination. For example, if you live in Manhattan and you say, I want to come to upstate New York, Catskill Mountains, to the Sydney Center Dergahi, OSMANLI Dergahi, you have a destination and you have a place where you're going to start. Now, to reach that destination, there are maybe thousands of ways, isn't it? Especially if you don't have a map and you don't have an idea how to get there. Maybe the number of ways to reach there is going to even be multiplied more. They are all ways, but it doesn't mean that it is the best way. It doesn't mean that it is the quickest way. It does not mean that it is the safest way. It doesn't mean that it is a way that is going to bring benefit to you and to others. The Ahl Sunnah wal Jamaat, it is the group that Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, the one group that is going to be saved. 72 groups will deviate. And the one group that is going to be on the Siratul Mustaqim, he's saying, it is those who follow my footsteps and the footsteps of my Sahabis. And they are the majority. My ummat, they will never make a mistake as a majority. So, from the Ahl Sunnah way, following the footsteps of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, but he says, you must also follow the footsteps of my Sahabis. Are we understanding now? Because Prophet ﷺ, he could have just said, follow my footsteps. Now you may have 73 different groups all claiming they're following the footstep. Isn't it? Every group claimed to follow the footstep. But he says, no. Every group may claim, but only one is correct. Those who follow my footsteps and the footsteps of my Sahabis. Meaning the way of my Sahabis. Not the way of those claiming to know me. Because so many, even at that time, they claimed to know the Prophet. After the Prophet ﷺ passed, there were so many who claimed that I receive secret teachings from Prophet. And I'm supposed to be the successor. Some saying, I receive secret teachings. They never told anyone, others have to follow me. He says, no. La. He says, no. Follow those who are my Sahabis. And that is very clear. Now that means that there is a chain, there is a protocol, there is a way. The Imams of the Madhabs, especially Imam Abu Hanifa, okay, he is the Imam al-Azam, the greatest Imam. He was living during the time of the Sahabis. He was able to collect information and knowledge from the Sahabis. All the four Imams, they were not too far spaced from each other, more or less. But they are very closely linked to the time. You want to talk about Salafi? They are the ones who are the Salaf. They are the ones who are the Tabi'ins immediately. They are the ones who are the best nation, best group after the Sahabis. Imam Abu Hanifa. And now, there's so much ways of reaching to the Prophet, so many ways. And understanding that everyone, if they use their own mind to follow, they're just going to make the wrong decision to follow. And also because Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, you have to follow my Sahabi. So, Imam Abu Hanifa took the ways of the Sahabi Kiram. And one way, the Hanafi way, the biggest way, the way of the Akhir Zaman, the mazhab of Tarikats, and the mazhabs, the mother of all mazhab, where all the mazhabs are going to come into the Hanafi way, the mazhab of the Naqshbandi order. Now, that mazhab, Imam Abu Hanifa made following the orders and following the way of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. There is no deviation from it. What he has done is he has made a highway. And he's showing us a highway that is wide, that is safe, that is secure until Judgment Day to reach to the Holy Prophet ﷺ. No longer thousands of people have to find their own way to reach their destination without knowing where to go, without a map. Because he has every information. Now he's saying, I'm going to make a highway like those ones. They're saying they want to come to the Dergah. Now what you have to use? You have to use the highway. You have to use the highway, and the highway that is best. You have to use the best GPS system. GPS, nowadays people don't even know how to follow the GPS. But why not? You say, I don't want to follow this highway. Why I have to follow this highway? I have my own mind, I have my own intelligence. I'm going to find my own way of going there. You can, but it's very stupid. Because there is already a road reaching there. There are maps. There's everything that is there. You say, no, I don't want to. Maybe this person did something wrong. Maybe because you are so blinded by your own ego, you think that you know better than him. So the mazhabs, the four mazhabs, not five, four, accepted in the Ahl Sunnah way. The Hanafi, Shafi'i, Maliki and Hanbali mazhabs. It is teaching people the way to the Holy Prophet ﷺ, the way to Allah in the matters of law, in the matters of Shariat, in the matters of fiqh. For people in different parts of the world, different countries, different temperaments, that fits. But everything that is in these four mazhabs, everything that is in these four mazhabs, Holy Prophet ﷺ did. He may have made certain differences in prayer. Everything is accepted. The Hanafi way picks the best. The Shafi'i way says this is the best. The Maliki way says this is the best. There are slight differences. The differences are only in the branches. It's not in Aqidah. It is not in the main trunk. It is only in branches. So, and every way, Prophet did it. You cannot say, why we have to follow the Maliki way. Prophet never did this. That person is foolish. Because Prophet did that. Prophet did the way that the Hanafis are also doing, the Hanbalis are doing, and the Shafi'is are doing too. So, now this ways reaching to the Prophet ﷺ, this is only the fiqh, the law, the legal matters. In the way of spirituality, now, Holy Prophet ﷺ has chosen Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq following the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and giving everything to Hazrat Abu Bakr to open a spiritual way to reach to him and to reach to Allah. And that is the Naqshbandi way. To Hazrat Ali, 40 ways. 40 main ways, 40 main tarikats, and there may be hundreds and thousands of other branches. All spiritual ways to reach to the Holy Prophet ﷺ. To have faith, you have to have the Shariat And you have to have the tarikat. The shariat is the laws. Prophet says, do this and don't do this. The tarikat is the Prophet's lifestyle. So with both these wings, you can take off, you can fly. If you only have shariat without tarikat, you are not complete. You are not complete. Which until the mid-20th century, no one going to Al-Azhar University to study to become an alim, they will not accept you unless you have a shaykh to guide you, your spiritual guidance. They say, we can teach you, this is zahir knowledge only. It's not batin. We don't know what your batin knowledge is. If we teach you the zahir knowledge, and you are an evil person inside, you're going to use this zahir knowledge for evil. Isn't that what is happening today? But if you have a shaykh now, your shaykh is responsible for your spirit, for your spiritual development. Then that time we are not responsible. He is. And we know, because especially during the time of the Ottomans, it is not hidden. Everyone is in the open. Which tarikat you belong to, which shaykh you belong to, which station you are at, which maqam you're at, as a murid, as a dervish, everything is open. So nothing is hidden that way. There is more control and there is less confusion. Now there's a lot of dust in the air. When the dust settles, you will see who is in front, whether it's a horse or a donkey. So, if you only have tarikat and you don't have shariat, you only say we are spiritual, but you don't have the laws, you are going to be like a fruit with no protection, no skin. It rots. It's rotten. And it's going to bring nothing but rot to the people who are looking for it. So, alhamdulillah, we are here following the mazhab of the Hanafi mazhab, and we're following the tarikat of the Naqshbandi, OSMANLI Naqshbandi tarikat, connected to our Sultan al-Awliya, and in the tarikat Naqshbandi Haqqani way. And we are happy. All these questions of mazhab and tarikat, by the way, whether they are supposed to be here, they're not supposed to be here, whether they are real, they're not real, bid'ah, whatever, believe it or not, it's only raised in these times, in the past 100 years or so, by ignorant and arrogant and headless Muslims who don't know their history, who don't know knowledge, who don't know nothing. But for 1,400 years of Islam, all these questions have already been asked and answered within the first generation, within the first few generations of Islam, so that Islam can grow, so that you're not going to be stuck now with moon sighting. 20 years, people stuck with moon sighting. When is moon going to enter? When is it fighting? Years and years. That's why you don't get a civilization. There's no Islamic civilization anymore. We are following Western civilization, and our religion has become something that we are hiddenly, secretly practicing. And our identity as a Muslim, so many Muslims, they want to hide it also, not to be out in the open, because they say we don't want people to look at us wrong. So there's no civilization anymore. There cannot be a civilization if there's no Khalifah and there's no Khilafat. May the Khalifah come back soon, inshallah. Because this is just a small period. This is an interregnum. It is a small interruption time in this great cycle of Islam. So this is the time of Jababirah. This is the time of the tyrants. And soon there'll be a Khilafat that is going to be like the Khulafai Rashidin. And we are preparing ourselves to welcome that Khilafat, inshallah. That much I can say. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay.